There are 4 research groups in our undergraduate program of physics education. One of them is the expertise of physics learning assessment. The Physics Learning Assessment Research Group focuses on strengthening the learning evaluation, physics education research methods, physics education research statistics, and supporting courses for the field of expertise such as measurement and assessment instrument for physics education, studies on national examination, TIMSS and PISA, physics literacy, response item theory, and computer-based assessment. This specialization aims to produce graduates who are competent in developing knowledge and skills related to research in the field of assessment and evaluation of physics learning, able to work independently, professionally, and responsibly in research activities to apply and develop physics learning assessment. The physics learning assessment strengthens research and dedication to expertise the development of 21st century skills assessment, multiple tier diagnostic tests, instrument development, misconceptions profile, critical thinking skills profile, problem-solving skills profile, HOTS profile, assessment of student creativity in studying the ESG-based physics curriculum, identification of conception and multi-representation skills, development and identification of profiles of scientific literacy abilities, web-based assessment, and meta-analysis. There are the team of Physics Learning Assessment Research Group. The coordinator is Professor Dr. Wasis, Master of Science. His expertise is educational assessment instrument development and scoring. And the members are Dr. Titin Sunarti, Master of Science, Waro Setiarsi, Bachelor Education, Master of Science, Abu Zainuddin, Master of Education, and Mukhayyaratin Niswati Rodiatul Jawhariyah, Master of Education. The expertise of Dr. Titin Sunarti, Master of Science, is scientific literacy and learning outcomes assessment. The expertise of Waro Setiarsih, Master of Science, is misconception diagnostic and higher order thinking skills. The expertise of Abu Zainuddin, Master of Education, is misconception diagnostic and learning outcomes assessment. And the expertise of Mukhayyaratin Niswati Rodiatul Jauhariyah is classroom assessment. This is the research roadmap of our research group, the Physics Learning Assessment Expertise. In this year, we developed some instrument assessment for learning, such as multiple tier diagnostic tests, analyze about the difficulties of learning, analyze about the critical thinking skills, analyze about the data of national examination, TIMSS, and PISA. In the next time, we will develop the instrument test to measure the thinking skills about problem solving, critical thinking, creative thinking, or scientific argumentation. And in the next two in the next agenda, we will develop about the instrument test to measure the thinking skills about the collaborative problem solving, collaborative critical thinking, collaborative creative thinking, and also about the analysis of that. This is some research project in our research group. The development of Politomus scoring system on multiple choice question to improve accuracy of educational assessment, competitive grant 2007 until 2008, partial credit model scoring on multiple true-false items in the field of physics, Research and Development Agency of Ministry of Education and Culture 2009, analysis of the science ability of Indonesian students based on 2017 study, the Research and Development Agency of Ministry of Education and Culture 2009, trends in science literacy of Indonesian students in PISA studies 2000 until 2009, the Research and Development Agency of Ministry of Education and Culture grant in 2011, Teacher Performance Assessment Development Model through Video, the grant from the Research and Development Agency of Ministry of Education and Culture 2011, Characterization of Higher Level Thinking Skills Assessment Instrument and Science Literacy, Comparative Study of TIMSS, PISA, and National Examination Questions. The grant from Fundamental Research 2013 until 2014. And next, the analysis of Surabaya City Physics Teacher Competency Test, the grant from Directorate General of Teachers and Education Personnel in 2015, Competency Test Model for Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Science, Universitas Negeri Surabaya graduates using CBT with a 3-tier question form in 2018. Identification of misconception on gas kinetic theory for new student of the 2019-2020 physics education study program. The grant from the Faculty Policy Research in 2019. Creativity assessment of teacher candidate in preparing education-based curriculum studies for sustainable development, the grant from the Faculty Policy Research in 2019, and the identification of student conception and multi-representation skills, the grant from the postgraduate in 2019. There are some publications in the field of physics learning assessment about the misconception diagnostic test. We have the publication about the student's misconception profile on chapter gas kinetic theory. We also have the publication about the minimizing misconception of ionization energy through 3-tier diagnostic test. And we also collaborate with our student as the advisor to make a thesis and make a publication about the misconception. For example, in this publication about the identification of misconception with 3-tier diagnostic test in some material, in some physics material. We also collaborate with another lecturers to analyze a college students' misconception on geometrical optics. In the field of the conceptual understanding, we have the publication about the analysis of students' conceptual understanding on the work and energy of online hybrid learning, and also the student understanding profile on nature of science of physics, the conception about the force and motion with force concept inventory modified. We also identify the profile of critical thinking skills, students' critical thinking skills with high alpha binaural beat and guided problem solving. And the other research publication about the understanding or the learning outcomes assessment. About the science literacy in physics field, we also develop many instruments to assess the science literacy competency of student in some material of physics. We also develop the instrument test in physics area with another kind of competence. We also have collaborated with the research group of the innovative learning to foster prospective physics teacher creativity in analyzing education for sustainable development based curricula. We also have the publication about students reasoning on physics related to visual representation, and we also advise our students to have the research about the meta-analysis in this pandemic era. I think that's all about the expertise of physics learning assessment research group in the undergraduate program of physics education.